In this lecture, we will discuss the integration property of continuous time Fourier transform, and we will also discuss one question related to this topic. See, in continuous time Fourier transform, the Fourier transform of the signal x of t is represented by x of j omega. So, the transform of the signal x of t is represented by x of j omega. Then, integral of the signal, that is integral minus infinity to t x of tau d2. And if you want to find the Fourier transform of the signal, you can use this property. The result will be 1 by j omega into x of j omega. There is one more term, that is phi into x of 0, that is capital X of 0, into the log omega. And the additional term that you can see here is known as the DC component of the signal. There's a DC frequency component, because del of omega means a signal which exists at omega is equal to 0, and this is del of omega, and the magnitude of the or area of the signal is equal to phi into x of 0. That is actually 0 frequency, that is a DC component. Okay. If that x of 0 is 0, you can simply write integral minus infinity to g x of tau d tau. It's simply x of j omega by j omega. If this x of 0, that the DC component of the signal is 0, you can write simply x of j omega by j omega. And now I will see the proof. So in order to prove this integration property, we'll write x integral minus infinity to t x of tau d tau in another form. That is, we know the convolution equation. That is, if you perform the convolution equation x of t and u of t, the equation will be like this. Or you can write this integral minus infinity to t x of tau d tau like this: x of t convolution u of t. Or I can explain that by using convolution formula, x of t convolution u of t can be written as x of tau into u of t minus 2 d tau. And u of t minus 2 means 1 for t minus 2 greater than 0, or in terms of tau, if you write tau less than t, and 0 for tau greater than t, means you can draw the step signal in tau domain, that is 0, and assume that t is somewhere here, and if tau is less than t, the function magnitude is 1. This is actually u of t minus 2. Means the convolution integration equation will start from minus infinity up to t. So we can write the minus infinity to t x of tau d tau, because u of t minus tau is equal to 1 for this particular. So instead of writing minus infinity to t x of tau d tau, you can write x of t convolution u of t. And we know the transform or continuous time Fourier transform of the step signal. That is the continuous time Fourier transform of the signal u of t is written by 1 by j omega plus phi into del of omega. So we already derived this particular later. That's the Fourier transform of step signal. And we need one more result, that is the convolution property. We will also apply the convolution property here. So in order to find the Fourier transform of the signal, integral minus infinity to t x of tau d tau, or in the right hand side, it's the Fourier transform of x of t convolution u of t. And according to the convolution property of continuous time Fourier transform, the convolution operation becomes multiplication. That is the Fourier transform of x of t and it's x of j omega. That is the Fourier transform of x of t. It's x of j omega, and the Fourier transform of u of t is already given. So the convolution property state that this convolution becomes multiplication in frequency domain. So we can write the Fourier transform of x of t convolution u of t like this. That is x of j omega into the transform of u of t. That is u of j omega. That is given by 1 by j omega plus pi into del of omega. And if you multiply this, you will get x of j omega by j omega plus pi into x of j omega into del of omega. We know that the signal del of omega is an impulse signal which exists in the frequency domain. So according to the property of impulse, and if you multiply any arbitrary signal with impulse signal, so the signal exists only at this particular point. So this is actually x of j omega, and we need to evaluate x of j omega at omega is equal to 0. So you will get x of 0. So the result you can write like this. It's simply x of j omega by j omega plus pi into x of j omega becomes x of 0, because we need to evaluate it only at omega is equal to 0. So this is the final. So you can write the Fourier transform of integral of a signal minus infinity t x of tau d tau can be written as x of j omega by j omega plus pi into x of 0 del of omega. Okay. So the additional term is actually the DC component. Now we'll discuss one problem. We already find out the Fourier transform of u of t, but now we'll see how we can apply integration property to find the Fourier transform of u of t. Because we cannot directly apply this equation to find the Fourier transform of u of t. Instead of that, we will use some concept. Here we'll use the integration property to solve the problem. See here, the signal x of t, which is written in another form, that is integral of minus infinity to t del of tau d tau. That is the integral of impulse signal is actually step signal, and we need to find the Fourier transform of this integral equation. So we'll write like this. We need to find the Fourier transform of integral minus infinity to t del of tau d tau. And by the integration property, we know that if there is a signal x of tau d tau, it can be written as, or the Fourier transform of the signal, continuous time Fourier transform of the signal can be written as x of j omega by j omega plus pi into x of 0 into del of omega. In this particular case, x of t is equal to, or x of tau is equal to d tau. Okay, and we know the Fourier transform of del of t. Okay, that is 1, or you can write which is equal to your x of j omega. So don't confuse with this x of t. Here we will assume that x of tau is equal to del of tau, or del of t. X of t is equal to del of t, and the transform, continuous time Fourier transform of del of t is 1. So that is actually x of j omega in this particular case. So if you substitute in this particular equation, it becomes integral minus infinity t x of tau d tau, and the continuous time Fourier transform we can write like this. This x of j omega is equal to 1. So 1 by j omega plus pi into x of 0. See, x of j omega is equal to 1 irrespective of omega. That is, in the frequency domain, function magnitude is 1. So if it is at omega is equal to 0, it's 1. So instead of x of 0, you can write 1 into del of. So this is the final result. That is Fourier transform of the integral of the impulse signal. Okay. So here this is not x of tau, this is actually del of tau. Del of tau d tau can be written as 1 by j omega plus pi into del of omega. Here x of j omega is equal to 1 and x of 0 is equal to 1. So this is actually the Fourier transform of step sigma. So you can also write like this, the Fourier transform of u of t 1 by j omega plus pi into del of x, because these two are singularity functions. So if you integrate impulse signal, you will get step, and the reverse. If you differentiate a step, you will get the impulse signal.